Hello, this is Victor. I'm here in the third part of the painting tutorial of the questing night. And the first part I did the base colors on freehand, and the second part I really work on the freehand. So in this part we are going to work on, and we finish the horse in the second part. So in this part I'm going to really focus on the shield, on this stuff he's carrying on, and on the knight. I don't know if I will need a fourth part, but I will try to do as much as I can in this part. So let's start working on the stuff he's carrying on, and I will start applying all the base colors here before doing the washes and so on. So first I'm going to paint. Now we have painted the different colors. If you want to hover here, go to the previous video, and now we are going to keep applying here base colors. So I'm going to apply, I'm going to paint the scarf, and I will use in that case a very dark color. I will use Rhinox Hide, and here everyone can use the colors they want. Try not to mix too many different or contrasting colors, because it not can look quite weird and strange. But at the same time, you can show that he's carrying out a lot of stuff, relics, and different type of equipment. So he really have a lot of swords with him. So we are going to apply this here, okay? And I'm going to do the same. I'm going to also apply on the handle all of the same sword. So we're going to simulate that is leather. Okay. So as I said, here is almost going item by item and try to figure out what is everything. Okay. One thing that I was forgetting to do, I keep the yellow and red bars for the shields, and I will apply now the red on the shield, and this is going to be really tricky here because the shield is completely covered by stuff. So we're going to try to figure out where the red will go. Okay, for example, this one here is covered by these keys. Okay, we put something like that. Then we will have another one about this part here that will be very little visible there. We will need to put a little bit of yellow there to compensate. We're going to have another one here. Okay, and then there is another one just behind this, so there. You know, and this way I'm doing the frame of the shield like the other one. So when we go down, we need one line here. Okay, and we are going to put another line here, more or less. Okay. Okay, let's do the cleanup, and then later on we will check if we need to do. I stopped using, I have to use again the very dark brown, the Rhinox Hide. On the belt here, there is a belt that is holding the things or keeping the things in position. Okay, we want this to contrast with the wood. Sense. Then we have this one thing here that I don't really know what is this about. Looks like ribbons and pieces of cloth and like ornaments. I think I will do. I think I will do them in yellow. So I will use Averland Sunset. So this is not Averland Sunset, I took the wrong color. Get this. Okay. I'm going to paint, looks like there is like first I will apply Averland Sunset, and then if I see that there is, we can do some in red as well. But let's do first all in Averland Sunset to see how everything looks like. Okay. Like that. Try to avoid that there is. We need to avoid any white spot. This will look. It's like if he's wearing here some ornament, something like that. Okay. Here we have a bottle that looks like an elixir bottle. This one I will just apply green, and later on we are going to do the highlights to make it look like the last bottle. So I'm applying Caliban Green, quite a dark green here. And the highlights are going to come later, because first we want to do all the washes and then the fine detail will be the last one. But I want to put the color on all the different parts. Okay. Okay. So here I'm going to apply now Ironbreaker. Okay. Like this, and then I leave a spot, so we need to correct this later on. Apply this. We want to do the frame of the shield. Okay. Here we go. Now you see everything looks much tighter. It's curious that the most complex shield it's almost covered. here. We are going to do the keys as well. Lots of people do the keys in golden color, but I imagine all the keys to be made of iron or something like that. Okay, it's good that also he's having some keys hanging from the shield. Okay, we are going to do this small chain. I'm filming a lot on this one because there is a lot of details, and I think it's interesting to film all these parts. So here we go. And now everything looks a little bit messy. We are going to tidy up everything. I'm going to apply now Retributor Armor. And it's to make the gold of this fleur-de-lis. And we are going to paint here. I'm doubting this is. I will go yellow there. I think it's part of the same ornament that is covering. So only this part I will put it in. I will go back to Averland Sunset. And do this. And now, last thing, that's the book, the pages. I will use Screaming Skull. Okay. And once I do that, we wait until this dry before doing the next step. We are going to start applying washes, so we have to be sure that everything have dry. So I apply that here. It's also, don't forget the other side. Okay, and now I will wait until all this dries. I will wait a little bit before applying any wash. So I will be back when it's ready for wash. So once the previous colors, all the colors have been dry, now we're going to start doing the washes, and I will start from the lighter wash to the darker wash. And not all the washes will go all the places. So I will start first with Seraphin Sepia, and this one is going to be applied mainly on the skulls. Oops, here. Okay, here on the skulls and on the inside of the book. Okay, we can apply it as well if we want on the shield, but in the shield we are going to apply as well the Agrax Earthshade, so it's not going to make a big difference. So we apply it here. Okay, we do like that. Okay, and I'm going to apply it as well on the gold on the yellow. Here we go as well on top of this is cool. Okay. We avoid to accumulate too much like here. So if we have too much, we come with the brush and we remove part of it. Okay. As usual, it's better to do 2 thin washes than just 1 very thick wash. I was forgetting this part here. And now we have to wait until this dry before doing the next one. So this will go step by step. Okay, the Seraphin Sepia have dry, and now I'm going to apply Agrax Earthshade. This one we will apply it everywhere except where we did the wood in that side. And I apply it as well on the metallics because this will give brown shade that will give the sensation of old but not rust. Okay, so we apply this everywhere, especially on this cloth, on all the wooden parts. On the yellow we try to avoid to go on top of the yellow parts. Okay, here we want to do on the chain. I'm going to do, although I said I will go here on the yellow, here on this one. Okay. No. Here we have too much. I will limit a little bit. Okay, we try to see if we have put too much in some places and remove it. Okay. Now, as usual, we wait until this dry before doing any other step. So, okay, put that over here. Okay, I wait that this dries and I come back. So once all the washes have dried, we are going to proceed to do all the different highlights and detailing. So let's start where we want. I will start in the case by the book, on the book, or starting painting on the book. I start with the parts that are more difficult to access and then go to the easier access. So I will just using Mephiston Red now, and we are going to add some light highlights. And here what I recommend now to do is go element by element and highlight them. Okay, so just okay. Yes, do this. Don't go. I don't want to go too bright with the book. Just give some highlights to help. And then, now that I'm with the red, I will just do some additional highlights in some parts. Okay, that's all. And we have the corner that goes gold, so I'm going to apply a little bit of Retributor Armor there on the corner. Okay, let's do now the yellow. So on the yellow, I'm going to start with by applying Averland Sunset, and we are going to apply as well Yriel Yellow. So we are going to work with both. Okay. Here we are. Here we need to highlight. Okay. And now we are going to add a little bit of Yriel Yellow. Okay, let's do the wood part, the wooden thing. Okay, remember that we have used, I need to move this, I will get out of the frame. Sorry if I get out of frame, but I realize that the camera have moved. Oh. So I'm going to use now Skrag Brown. With the Skrag Brown, going to add some highlights on this reliquary. This reliquary really looks like a Catholic reliquary. Okay, we are going to add here. And now we can add a little bit more. We can use even a lighter color. We can use Light Ochre. We're going to mix it a little bit with Skrag Brown. Okay, here we have okay. Let's highlight now the dark brown. Okay, the bell, and I'm going to use for that Gothor Brown. Okay, I don't have the name. We are going to use Gothor Brown. That is quite light. To highlight on the bell. what I'm going to do with this color is I'm going to add it here. This is skulls have a bell causing. The thing is the way they are held in place. There's like a row or type of bell going through the eyes. To make this contrast a little bit, I'm going to use a little bit of Agrax Earthshade. Okay, we are going to put a little bit of Agrax Earthshade just here on the top and on the bottom. And the same here. Okay, let's let it dry, and while this is drying, I'm going to apply Ironbreaker. Sorry for my coughing. Okay, I'm going to apply Ironbreaker to do the buckle. Here, here, okay. Okay, this was too much. We are going to use the same to add a little bit of to highlight the keys, and we are going to highlight this. Okay. Let's correct the mistakes there. So we're going to use again the Averland matte. Okay. Now I will highlight the skulls. Not happy how this looks like. I will clean up everything and start from zero again here. I'm going to add a little bit of development here. I like to do this to add some additional shades where it's needed. I think now it's quite good. Okay, let's highlight the schools. I'm going to use now first Flayed One Flesh, because it's a little bit darker than the Screaming Skull, and I think will give better result here, and then we can do second highlight with the Screaming Skull. With the Seraphin Sepia, it's looking quite darker now, the skulls. Okay. Here. Okay. We'll go back with the development. Just be sure that I have a nice shade here. Okay. And here. Let's add a little bit of the Screaming Skull now. Okay. Now I will add again Nuln Oil. Here. We'll highlight the bottle. I'm going to use now Warpstone Glow. can adjust the end a dot with white. As a reflection. And just to correct a mistake that I have seen here. Okay. Now we are going to use Rakarth Flesh. And with Rakarth Flesh, we are going to highlight this piece of cloth. Need to put a little bit of wash on the other side. I want to show all this process, although it's consuming a lot of time, to see when you have these type of things that I'm just jumping from one color to the next. Trying to work out how this will look like. Do you think that this luggage is almost done? I'm going to add a little bit more black on the chain to have better definition of the different rings of the chain. Okay. Okay. And I'm going to put a little bit more of Agrax Earthshade on the side of this piece of this blanket that he's carrying on, or something like that. So here, I mean, you see, you want to show the folds. The way to show it is to add wash, and the wash will naturally pop up all the different folds as did the inside. Okay. So let's give now the luggage fold on. Only the handle of this sword is something that is upsetting me. Though I realized that I was mistaken, there is only one rivet. So I go back. I will touch this rivet with the metallic. Now it's how it have to look like. The other side is not going to be visible anyway. And we are going to add some highlight. It's better. Let's add a little bit of more extreme highlight on the metallics. We're going to use Stormhost Silver. Okay. We're going to apply on the keys. And on the chainmail. Something like that. Okay. And I think we can stop here working on that. Okay, this is how it looks like now, all the different luggage stuff he's carrying on. And we go back to the knight itself. So remember, we have applied some base colors before, and now we will continue with the knight. So I'm going to do at the end this thing at the bottom of the cloth in red. Okay, I'm going to use, as usual, Khorne Red. Now the point will be to paint mainly the bottom part and the back to be able to glue it on the horse, and then we can paint the head and maybe the sword. It's going to be easier once the knight is glued. But first we need to paint the bottom of the cloth. Paint this as well. Okay. These are miniatures that have a lot of work, because you have the horse, you have all this luggage that they are carrying. You have a lot of things to paint on these guys. Okay, maybe are one of some of the most detailed knights that we have out there. This is why it takes so much time. And now I will cut out the video more again, so to avoid to save some time, because it's going to come again mechanical parts where I have to repeat same thing one after each other. Okay, we have here that. Let's paint the belt there, and I'm going to use now again Rhinox Hide. I don't know why you call it Devlin, but Rhinox Hide. To do the belt. We'll do different belts, and I will do different ornaments with Rhinox Hide. So I do that. Again, we're going to apply thin layers. And I will do that, and I come back once this is done. Next, I'm going to use Mourfang Brown on this type of small box he's carrying. I don't know exactly what is this supposed to be. If it's like I don't know. I have no clue what is that. Looks like a wooden box with a hole. Looks like a bird house, bird nest, artificial bird nest. Looks like that. So I don't know if this is that, and then why he's carrying that, I have no clue. Or if it's another reliquary, because you see here there is a hole. No clue what is that supposed to be. But as it looks like a wooden box, I will paint it on with Mourfang Brown, and then we are going to do some washes of brown on that. Okay. Okay. Let's paint. We have a couple of bags there, so I'm going to use now XV88. To paint this back here. Okay. Remember, we need to eliminate all the white here. Okay, and we can use the same to do, for example, the handle of this weapon. I don't know how many swords is carrying this guy. We have what is more a dagger than more a sword, but he's having a sword there, another dagger there, and then there's another one on the luggage. So it's Mr. Knives, this guy. Okay. I realized that I missed one thing. Here. Okay, well, it's not a miss. I know I'm making a mistake, but it doesn't matter. We'll correct this. So next I'm going to paint this back here. This looks like a, I don't know if it's I don't know. I will paint it, I think I will paint it red. So we are going to use red. This looks like a, maybe it's a bottle, or it's a bag. I think it looks, but this can be like a, it has the fleur-de-lis, so I painted red, and then I will do the fleur-de-lis in gold. So I'm doing all the colors to prepare for the gold. Okay. I'm doing this here. But now that I already have the red, the Khorne Red ready, I will do the same on this part, okay? So I will paint that, and I come back once this is painted. Okay, this is how it looks like now that we have applied all the red. And now I'm just going to paint this handle here. And I was hesitating what color to use, and I think at the end I will just use Gothor Brown, so I will keep it like a leathery color. Okay. There we go. And now we are going to apply some gold to do some ornaments and the handle and the swords and all this type of stuff. So I'm going to use, as usual, Retributor Armor. And as I say, I'm just focusing on the legs and the main body. I'm not doing the arms, I'm not doing the sword neither. So if not, I will. So I'm just focusing on these parts, and I will apply, for example, gold here, these ornaments of the armor. I will just apply it on the shields. You can apply it on the full thing, but I just apply it on the shields in that case. And we are going to do some more. I will just pinpoint the part that I want to do. So this shield here, and there is another one here. Okay, and then the handles of the weapons. So I will apply the gold, I will do also the key, and I will show you once to use them. Okay, next, the gold have been applied here, and I did here on the floor of the list. I'm going to apply Agrax Earthshade again. Well, again, no, first time, but I mean again, because I'm applying on different parts of the miniature. But now we are going to apply Agrax Earthshade on all the parts, trying to avoid the part where we have armor. So, but here we're going to apply it as well, and this will help to give definition to all the details. This also it's a trick to eliminate all these white dots that can be in the deepest recesses, that sometimes the paint is not arriving well. Okay, so the wash for me is a way to pop up all the details, and I think it are really one of the best things that War should have done are these shade paints, because they give very nice washes on the miniatures. So we are going to do that, and as usual we need to wait at this device before doing the next step. So we are going to apply here, you can see, and as always when we do a wash we need to avoid that he's not pulling anywhere. Here we have too much, we remove a little bit. Wash, here we make a mistake, but it's not going to be a problem. These guys have a dirty armor, I guess. They are the questing knights. They are very entertaining to paint. But you can see now how different it's looking just after applying the wash. Try not to forget any spot, although in that case it's not that important. We have so many colors and so many layers that we are going to more ready to apply our wash, and we will need to clean up the yellow. The yellow is looking really dirty. So we wait at this device and I come back. So now I'm going to do another wash with Nuln Oil, and with that I will finish this third part of the painting tutorial, and I expect to finalize the full miniature on the next and fourth part. So I'm going to apply Nuln Oil, okay, on all the armor parts. Here I'm missing still the leather, but I will do it later on as I'm moving a lot. The point is I want really to finish the legs and be able to glue this on the horse to avoid to touch the miniature with my fingers. So I apply sorry, I apply Nuln Oil on the armor. We will let it dry and I will glue it on the horse. So we will finalize this part of the tutorial, okay? And keep tuned if you want to see more. You want to see how this miniature is finished, and of course if you want to see at the end the showcase of each individual guy and the final showcase of the unit. So this is really a quite interesting project. I'm enjoying it, but it's all well a lot of time consuming. So here we have I cannot glue it right now, but be aware that for the next video it's going to be glued on the horse. So here is one part and the other part that we have painted. So yeah, I hope you find it interesting to see here all the luggage painted, and the guy will go here on top of that. So this is why I wanted to paint at least as much as I can on the back to do all the details, but no, yeah, I will need to clean up before gluing, because if not I will not be able to clean up, and I want the yellow to look not that dirty. Okay, it's too much dirt now. But this the state of the painting job, and I'm really looking to finalize all the paint job in the next part, in the fourth and final part of the tutorial. So I hope you find this interesting. Please let me know what do you think about this tutorial. Leave the comments below. Give a like if you have liked this video. Share any idea you have or any miniature that you would like to do tutorial. I'm always open, although I will try to keep on my armies. So that's all for now. As usual, thanks a lot for watching and keep tuned for the next part. Bye!